What's up, y'all? It's just Rhonda. Welcome to my channel. It's Wednesday, it's hump day, and the hump day is humping. How do you get over the hump? Like, I don't mean like just on Wednesdays, like, but when you're like on the hump and you're trying to get over it, feel like I'm halfway up the hill and I'm tired. So how do you get over the hump? I don't know, child. Drop down in the comments. Let me know how you get over your hump. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're going to get into the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is season 14, episode 8. Bows. I'm going to get it right. I'm going to get it right. I should probably just write it with an E and it'll make my brain feel a lot more comfortable. I feel like I've been through this before. Who was it? Ah, I've been through this before and one of y'all like hooked me up. Anyway, Bose. Bose is hosting a spa party. She's calling it a Serenity Soiree, which, like, serenity means it's going to be very relaxing and serene. And she definitely created that environment. You know, it's dope over there. Every time they show her house, I'll be feeling like my heart hurts for her, child. And I'm not going to try to get in no rich people shit because if you're a boss that worked very hard to get your things, I can appreciate that. And it sucks that, not just for her, for everyone, but I'm just looking at this home like, dang, you know. Anyway, right now it's very serene. She's got her people getting her thing together. Before her event, though, she decided she wanted to like call Dorit and tell Dorit about how Kyle was over there showing that text to everyone, which doesn't make sense, to be honest, Kyle. Like when you think about it, if you wasn't gonna show it to Dorit, then delete it. For God's sakes. Why are you showing it to everybody? To prove how innocent you are not? See, I don't know that Kyle knew she was going to back herself into this corner. I still feel like she started out like coming for Dorit to piss her off because Dorit had her mouth all over Mauricio's back. I feel like that's where it's coming from, but she don't want to say that because then she would have to discuss Mauricio and, his antics that she seems to be trying to not talk about. I don't blame her. It ain't a good fun thing to talk about. Like their whole image over there at the Mansky house is, how wholesome and it's not a good look for either one of them. So I feel like they're playing a good role, both of them. Now Dorit, it's a little messy over there with Dorit and PK. So the vibe ain't the same. And at the end of the day, Kyle, I feel like everybody believes you should have just chose Dorit. You don't even have an accurate reason for, being mad at her like that, like that. We're not gonna say bravo anymore. Bravo con. That sound crazy. Anyway, feel like if you would have came over here and said, girl, I just don't know. I need you to explain like why this hug had to happen from behind my husband with your lips all over his shoulder. Explain that. And then the whole season would have went on a different, we would have been like, Dorit, it seems like you had your mouth all over Mauricio's shoulder. That's all I'm saying. Now she didn't got the stupid story going, and we looking at her like, no, you was texting PK for what? Both think she should read the text to everybody, and I mean, I guess. Kyle is at her house calling Kathy because Kyle needs to get people on her side to, say it's okay and innocent for her to be sending memes to somebody's husband that's going to divorce that's your friend supposed to be. It don't make sense, Kyle. You should have immediately been like, let them figure out what they're doing over there. And then the fact that you didn't reach out to Dorit is nothing innocent about that. I don't give what you and PK was over there memeing to each other. It was disrespectful. And I told y'all last week, I don't think the DMs should be like, there should be a group. We just memeing each other or we're not. And it's time to regroup the group. I feel like I said that before, Kyle. Anyway, Kathy is on vacation, not giving a shit what Kyle is talking about. Because she's like, I did my episode already. I took y'all, to vacation and I made it nice, like Dorinda. I don't know. Kathy knows how to make it nice without Dorinda. Garcelle, Tilly, and Sutton are in the car. They're on their way to the soiree, the Serenity soiree, and they're, talking about the text message. Y'all better, what is this, episode 8? Y'all better move past this text message. I swear. I feel like this is happening with every franchise. They start out good and then we dragging out this foolishness. Let's come on now. Moving along, ladies. At the end of the day, they ain't friends. And Kyle is disrespectful as hell. Erica Jane gets to the house and then Kyle gets there. And then, of course, Dorit's there. So we got a little group of a little tension right here. And Dorit walks in and was like, those are your comfortable clothes? You look comfy in that? And Kyle is wearing this, I don't know, jumpsuit dress thing type of situation. It's a very plunging neckline. Sexy and all. Because Erica Jane even told her she looked sexy. But I mean, she looked comfortable too. She looked sexy and comfortable, Dorit. Dorit said her outfit should be comfortable since it came from 2004. I guess the girls that like to do that thing that they do about labels and things, that's entertaining for me. I look cute in my purple jumpsuit from 2004 and it's sexy and comfy. Dorit. That's how Kai was looking at her like, are you comfortable in your little sweatsuit, girl? We ain't on the same vibe today. Forever. Everybody gets there and Bose has them change into their monogram robes, their names on it, and their slippies. And they're going to go out, to the kitchen and meet the chef as they drink champagne. So they're all standing around and the chef is explaining, what he'll be serving for the day. It all looks fresh and, juicy and, I'm sure it was good. Then they go out and, she has the masseuse situation. Let me tell you about, it's called Manly Hands Mobile Spa. And I appreciate that Bose is spending her money within Black businesses. So I'm saying it didn't get by me that the Manly Hands Mobile Spa was all brown over there in Malibu, Hollywood. And because they have a reputation with celebrities, I seen Gabrielle Reese and what's her name? What's his name? What's her husband's name? Dwayne Wade. Whew, I'm losing it. Dwayne and Gabrielle have used this service, so Manly Hands Mobile Spas doing things out there in Hollywood. Garcelle know all of them. She's like, hey, how are you? She says she definitely be taking advantage of the services, of the Manly Hands Mobile Spa. I hope they make money. I like the thought of that. Garcelle lays down for her massage. She just gets comfortable enough for what's this lady Dorit to decide she wants to now Garcelle at the Viper Room. What? Go chase Kyle down for text messages. Shoot. I'm trying to get my Manly Hands Mobile Spa relaxation going on, but girl, they were talking about how Garcelle asked her how was she doing, and I didn't think that was genuine, Garcelle. But I just feel like in the moment, all that vitriol wasn't meant for you. It was directed, in a different direction. You just kind of caught one. And I feel like she deserved to catch one because nobody would want to enter their hand into a fight going on between two people. Be asking people how they are. We got Kyle over here with her veins popping out of her forehead and Dorit over here on the other side slobbering and spraying spit all over the table. It don't seem like either one of them are okay in the moment, Garcelle. Bose wants to get right down to the business. She tells Kyle, come over here, have a seat for me. Let's talk for a second about these text messages that you were showing everybody but to read. That doesn't make sense. I feel like since we're all here getting relaxed and everything, now would be a good time for you to pull them out so we can all see them. And Sutton's like, that's not what the text messages said. And Kyle is like, well, why are you jumping in the conversation? And she was like, well, I was sitting right here. And it was more than just memes and things that you were saying. And Kyle's like, I think this is what I said. I'm trying to remember. I said something like, I know you already have a lot of friends, and I'm your friend too. And anything you've ever told me in secret, I will never divulge to anyone forever. And we'll keep sending memes and laugh emojis because he doesn't like it when I don't return the laugh emojis. So PK is out here confronting Kyle about how she didn't respond to his DMs. And Dorit's supposed to be cool. She thought it was funny before. Well, it ain't funny now. Kyle. Erica J's like, last year I was under a lot of investigations and I knew I didn't like that very much. Maybe she should like just keep it between her and Dorit, and we don't all have to read the text messages. But everybody see them now. Shoot. I don't disagree with her. I think the text messages, you show it to Dorit. I don't have to show it to y'all. Hell, like I said, might as well though, Kyle. Y'all are not going to keep asking me to do this. I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to go home. I would go home too, Bose. I'm just saying, after this, I don't feel like I want to stay here. This soiree is not very relaxing or serene. Not anymore. She read the text. Now she crying and then, stomping her feet, and she don't have to take this. And I've loved your kids for years. And yeah. And now you're sending a text to my husband while we're in the middle of a divorce. And I feel like I should be in on the conversation, or y'all, and then you said, like, I'm not going to repeat anything you've ever shared. What are y'all sharing? That's more than a meme. And I don't think Dorit is worried about something going on between the two of them. I think it's the betrayal of it all. And stop saying you're a girl's girl. And I wish everybody would stop saying they're a girl's girl. You're either loyal or you're not. And she don't seem very loyal. You don't see Mauricio running back telling all the business. Maybe he is. I don't know, child. All of them gossiping. But Kyle wants her image to be put out there like, we're not like everybody else. We're getting a divorce amicably or not. We don't know. We're still trying to figure it out. Everything's fine. We still love each other. I don't know how many towels he got over around to his house, but it's okay. 4. He said he got 4, I think. Enough. 4, 8. Yeah, 8. Maybe it was 8 towels, but he's got enough for him and whoever spends the night over there, Kyle. Just want to talk about that. Now she's talking about I just meant production. I just meant production. I didn't want to share anything with production. Girl, they all looking at her like production. Now you're just lying. Now you're making yourself look extra guilty. I think Kyle definitely is aligning herself with PK so she can keep an eye on Mauricio and people. PK is probably not going to come share nothing with her that she doesn't have to repeat about Mauricio. I think she thought everybody was gonna go, oh, it's not like that. And everybody's like, what did you say? Because it don't sound right. Because it's not. If everybody thinks it sounds like bullshit, Kyle, that's because it is. Stop trying to defend that dumb shit. Kyle storms off, and Erica and Dorit go following behind her because they want Kyle and Dorit to have this conversation to smooth things over. I don't think things are smoothing over, but we keep having lunches and soirees and things to smooth things over. And I guess did the massage therapist and stuff, you thought that was going to be better than the bar, Bose? It wasn't. And I mean, you did kind of set it off, but that's why you're here. Thank you, Bose. Anyway. Sutton is irritated because it's not about her, and she doesn't like that. She hates when they make it be about Kyle. Kyle storms off, and she's like, "Oh my God, she's so dramatic." And in the moment of being extra dramatic, Sutton is irritated with somebody else being dramatic. Love that. Dorit and Kyle sit down. Shit, it is what it is. Kyle has taken PK's side. She even thinks that Dorit has taken advantage of this situation in order to paint a picture about PK, and he's not here to defend himself. At this point, I would love to like Scorpio snatch her spine out, Mortal Kombat style, if I was Dorit. You bugging. And I think everybody knows, Kyle included, that, don't nobody know what's going on behind closed doors. And she can parade her daughters around as much as she wants. We know that her and Mauricio be having some knockdown drags out, or used to. Hell, he don't even live there anymore. So it seems like her and Dorita are in the same situation. Except Kyle thinks she's different. Dorita says she called him a monster. And based on the fact that he said he was an alcoholic, he probably was being a monster a lot of the time. Kyle over here defending him like, girl, what do you think about how he's not seen his children in 2 weeks? You standing by that? Because Mauricio is about to go on vacation with his. Kyle tells Dorit that PK doesn't share anything with me about your relationship. And Dorit is like, yeah, he does. Child, he shares with everyone. And we know that you and PK and Mauricio would hang out at your house or wherever. And then y'all would start talking about me behind my back. I know that because PK's tipsy ass would probably go home and tell her exactly what they said about her. That's why she's tired of it. Kyle wants to be over there with the guys. She don't want to fool with you because she thinks that her and Mauricio will just figure it out and get back together eventually. Kyle is like, Dorit pulled a fast one. Now everybody's focused on these text messages as if there's something going on rather than, talking about how she wasn't a good friend to me. I really feel like how there's no comparison. And like I said, BravoCon is not enough reason for you to be doing what you're doing over here. However, if we want to talk about Dorit wiping lipstick all over Mauricio's shoulder, the argument would make sense. Then it would make sense. But then the girls would start asking more questions about Mauricio. And then they would be like, well, I heard such and such and such. And then you don't want Dorit. Ooh, did you tell Dorit your secrets? This is getting, I'm not sure if she told Dorit her secrets or not, but she definitely don't want to talk about that situation. She brought it up to Bose just in that one instance, and video and all is in her phone. That's in her phone. The messages to PK are in her phone. They need to do like Salt Lake City and pull out their phones. I've been watching Salt Lake City, and it's, I watched the whole season. I binged it. I don't review it, but I wish I had. Ciao. When is the reunion? The reunion is tonight. Well, that might help get me over the hump. Anyway, the ladies are in the back of Serenity Spa over here, finishing the conversation. And Sutton takes this moment because for whatever reason this season, Sutton thinks she wants to be the director of everyone. And everybody's like, shut up, Sutton. Doree, I just want you to know we're not friends or whatever. They not friends like that, like that. And Dorit's like, to be continued, girl. You're the least of my mind. For here and ever after. I just want you to know, like, we can fight or what have you, but then we can sit together and be okay. And Dorit's like, yeah, I agree. And these snacks look yummy. And Erica Jane is like, girl, you didn't even acknowledge what she said. She's like, girl, I said I agree. I'm about to enjoy some of these snacks. Kyle is gone. Shut up, girl. And let's go ahead and finish our soiree with all the people that, not Kyle. Portia gets a Porsche. That's cute. Um, this is Kyle and Mauricio creating this family moment, because their image is different than everybody else's. And I don't know if Mauricio is doing the same thing he's always done, just kind of walk through, acknowledge things, and hang out with his kids. Portia just turned 16, and they bought her a badass Porsche. This is, lifestyle of the rich and famous over here. So I'm not gonna have no opinion about that one way or the other. They about to go on vacation, not Kyle. Portia and her daddy. That's a beautiful thing. Meanwhile, PK is missing for 2 weeks at a time. So, but that's your friend, girl. Sutton goes to visit Garcelle's beach house. And she's mad. She's mad that Kyle stormed out of that, little soiree situation over there. She's like, every time I do that, Kyle wants me to, come back, don't leave, take accountability. But then when it comes to her, she don't want to do it. She gonna get to run out of the room crying, then I'm gonna get to run out of the room crying. I'm not sitting here bowing down to the altar of Kyle Richards. I didn't know Kyle had an altar. I think you be storming out Sutton though for different reasons. It comes from out of nowhere. Like I get that Kyle was deflecting and she didn't want to show y'all them text messages or have that conversation, so she ran away from it. You got mad because you wore slacks and the Chippendales people didn't call your name up. I don't know. You flip out for different reasons. It's kind of out the blue and off the wall. And the only one that can reel you back in is Garcelle. I'm not sure why that is. I personally wouldn't want to be bothered with it. Dorit is not my type of girl. And I'm not sure if Garcelle is or not. Like, I will have to see her in a different setting before I make that type of decision. Dorit and Erica Jane, they have this another spa day. One at the beginning and one at the end. But Dorit wanted to sit down with Erica and be like, girl, listen, we were over there at that party, and whose side are you on? Like, you telling Kyle she didn't do nothing wrong. How does she not do something wrong? Erica Jane, how does she not do something wrong? Erica Jane just wants to stay out of it. She's like, I don't even want to, have no parts in this, honestly. I can see both sides. She playing dumb. And Dorit knows she's playing dumb. She says she's scared of Kyle. I don't know what it is. If she's scared of Kyle, or I feel like she's trying to play chess with the person, play chess. I feel like she's trying to play chess, but the person that tries to play the middle, eventually you have to take sides. It always works out that way. Somebody gonna put the pressure on you, and you have to decide how to align yourself. And the way Kyle is going out, she's still figuring out what she want to do. So she's trying to stay neutral. At the end of the day, we all know there really is no reason, memes or anything, for PK and Kyle to be texting each other. You chose him over me. That's how that looks. And I mean, for what? What is PK? You know what I mean? It's not even worth it. This was supposed to be your friend. And so it's like betrayal. It's like you're a Judas, Kyle. Next week, Dorit asked her directly who her loyalty lies with. And I feel like she's already said where that is. And if you have to ask Dorit, then I guess I wouldn't want to befriend somebody that I would have to ask them if they were being loyal to me. I feel like if a person is being loyal to you, you know it. It feels right. Dorit said her son asked if her and her father were divorced. And I mean, I guess, Dorit, then you need to start having a conversation with them about that, because somebody already said it. That's what happens when your kids go to school and people start talking. And then they hear their parents talking about y'all, and the kids come to school. That's, I think what Sutton was trying to like tell you, but you don't like her. And her delivery is terrible. If I was Dorit, I would have told Sutton to shut the fuck up too. Like, it wasn't like, you just shut up. I don't want no advice from you. I'm gonna get it from somewhere where, where I feel comfortable. I ain't got to question every other week if we like each other or not. And for some reason, Kyle is apologizing. I guess she's who, I don't know. I'm assuming they confronted her about running out on the soiree. And Sutton is trying to direct how Kyle apologizes. So that's gonna be a fight between Sutton and Kyle, but we've seen this before. Y'all like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all when I see you. Bye, y'all.